Well, I'm finally back at the Grove. Takes a while to get back here to film at an actual location. So, you know it's the Grove because I'm in the rich part of the area. Alright, YouTubers. I did say I was going to actually make a part 2 to the video of YouTube superstars who versus hardworking people before I can even kick off that YouTube video. I gotta find a spot where I can actually film that video. And before I get to that, there's another video that's a new concept video. I was hoping that I could wait until we get to February to drop that video, but there's 31 days in January, and plus there's a good chance that I might end up working on a Saturday or on a Sunday, which I know for a fact, and won't be able to make those YouTube videos. And plus, there's Super Bowl. That's why I made the Super Bowl game prediction. Now to show y'all a special little treat. As you can see, that's a big giant soccer field. On the other end of it, there's a baseball field. See? This is how you know I am at the Grove. For player haters that just love the player hate because they're jealous and insecure and don't know how to be happy for someone's success, they just get all jealous. Now that you guys saw that, now I actually find a spot where I can sit down. This one is going to be a very interesting video to make. It's a groundbreaking video because it's never been done before. And the very next one I make in February will be an even new breaking ground video. One that will have your jaws drop open. And for people who like to get insecure and in their feelings, stop getting in your feelings when somebody wants to express themselves. Because you people do it too much. I'm not talking about my fans or my subscribers. I'm talking about the player haters who don't have nothing to do because they're bored, so they player hate. Because that's their favorite thing to do is to hate and hate and hate. Just sad when you think about it. Alright, this YouTube video is going to be touching on something that I've never talked about here on YouTube. It's going to be called Sex Game. I like white women, Mexican women, and black women that are police officers. See, we don't give no women no respect and no credit when it comes to being a police officer. We always give the man the credit 99.999%. Think about it. How many times have you called 911 and instead of a male police officer, it's a female police officer that comes to your assistance? Or you driving a car and you get pulled over for a ticket when they could have wrote you up the ticket. Instead, they let you off with a warning. A lot of times, you're going to get white women and Mexican women being police officers. They're just as very competitive and very hungry as the male counterparts in the police department of law enforcement. See, the reason why I'm making the video is because I make all these other videos about white women and black women and Mexican women working out in the gym. But what about women who are police officers? Because I did have a sexy, hot Latina girl that's in her mid-20s that was checking me out on the bus because all my YouTube videos go viral. And she was trying to figure out, what makes you so hot? What makes you, hot shit? What makes you big time? And she was checking me out. And she gave me the idea to make this YouTube video. So before I try to take all the credit, I got to say thank you to her, because if it weren't for her, this YouTube video would not be made in the first place. So let's start off with the white woman. Now, the white woman always stays in great, fantastic athletic shape. Most white women that are police officers, they're like cops for about 10 to 15 years, sometimes 20 years on the force. They're going to eat their fruits and vegetables. They're going to drink a lot of water. They're going to watch what they eat, watch what they drink, and stay in athletic shape because it comes with the territory of being a police officer, of law enforcement. And every now and then I might see a white girl that's a police officer and she might smile at me. Sometimes I get nervous because I don't know if they're going to arrest me or if they saw me jaywalk across the street, or if they're just having a good day. So sometimes I get very cautious when I see a female police officer smile at me, because most of the time I'm used to seeing the male police officers pop up and say hi, what's up, and I'll wave or give them a thumbs up. But when I see a female police officer, it's like very rare to see a girl from the age of 20 to 25 years old be a cop. And a lot of these women be very physically, sexually attractive. A lot of these women go to the gym and they just in great shape. Sometimes you might hit on a female police officer and say, "Are you a supermodel or are you a cheerleader?" And they might start laughing because they'd be like, "No, I just take my job serious and I stay in great shape." I've been seeing a whole lot of them. Back in the 70s and 80s, they didn't have that many women being police officers. It wasn't until I got into college that all of a sudden I saw a whole bunch of women, all of a sudden they're police officers. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, I saw one like 2 months ago with a police dog, which was a canine dog, and I thought it was hilarious because, most of the time they don't let you pet the dog, but the dog was trying to jump up on me, and you know how dogs get when they see somebody they like, they get happy, they start licking. So she was laughing because I wasn't used to seeing a female police officer and a dog jump up on me. So, the white women, they take care of business. Now, you don't want to get on their bad side because, they will handcuff you, and them handcuffs hurt. Trust me, you don't want to anger them. And they do, and they're good in martial arts. Trust me, they're very good in self-defense. Um, they're good when it comes to Brazilian jiu-jitsu, ninja jiu-jitsu, karate, boxing, kickboxing. That's how they stay in athletic shape. So that's what I like most about them. They always stay in great athletic shape. You can never tell. Um, and this is all throughout their life, in their 20s, their 30s, their 40s. You can get a white woman that's in her 50s or 60s who's been in law enforcement for a long time, and they stay in pretty good shape. So no complaints there. Now, why do I like the Latina women when they're police officers? Because they're very progressive, they're very observant, they pay attention to their surroundings, they're good at communicating with people, they know how to tell the difference between an innocent person, a person that's a criminal, they understand if you made a mistake or if you made an accident, and they also are there to help you whenever you need help. Sometimes you could be on the bus or on the train and you might need a question to be answered, and they'll ask. And most of the time they're always in happy spirits. I actually went to a training program with a Latina chick like about 6 years ago when she was 18, and she had big aspirations for wanting to be a police officer. Her mom didn't want her to be no police officer. Her mom wanted her to work in the restaurant. She didn't want to work in no restaurant. She wanted to be a police officer. I'm sure she probably accomplished her goal. I don't know, because I went and became a janitor, and she, went back to school, and I don't know what happened after that. But she wanted to be a police officer. Then I met another Latina chick that was a security guard. She was a security guard for about maybe 5 years, and then she actually became a police officer. Because one day I was up in the hills, the Baldwin Hills area, and I actually saw her driving a police car training, and she actually waved at me, and her training officer looked at her like, "You know this guy?" She's like, "Yeah, I went to high school and college with this guy." And he was kind of like shaking his head because he was like, "Okay, I hope I don't have to be concerned about you messing around on the job." So that was 2 times I saw a Latina chick be a police officer. And then you look at 2019, which was last year, I was on the bus. I had made a YouTube video about something else, and apparently this girl must have saw the video. She either must have been very impressed by the video, or she must have liked what I said in the video, because she made it very clear that she wanted my invited attention. And I sat down, and for a moment, I thought she was going to walk up to me and say, "Sir, you didn't pay your fare. You're under arrest." I'm thinking like that. I'm not thinking that she going to be smiling or looking at me like, "So what makes you big time?" And I looked at her like, "Man, you fine for a Latina that's a police officer. You fine as hell." Like, some guys are scared to spit game at a woman that's a police officer because, You know, they seen it in the movies and the television shows, and that as far as it go. But then you got some men who do find white women and Mexican women physically, sexually attractive as police officers. A lot of times the guys be trying to ask the girls out to lunch and dinner, and sometimes they say yes, and sometimes they say no. Sometimes you get success, sometimes you get failure. Sometimes they accept, sometimes you get rejected. But you got to give women some respect and some credit for being police officers. It's the same thing if you see women in the military. How often do anyone give women in the military credit? Not too many men, right? Well, if I give women some respect for being police officers, then I got to give women in the military some respect. And I am going to make a future YouTube video that is completely separated from that, because this is about police officers. So that's what I like. Same thing with the Mexican women, the Latinas, they also stay in athletic shape. You know, you go to big sporting events like a basketball game, a football game, or a baseball game, you're going to see like at least 15, 20 women that are police officers. They're very nice to approach. You can handshake them and say hi, or you can say, can I pet the dog? And they'll tell you if you can pet the canine or can't pet the canine. But most of them start off as security guards, and then later on they become police officers. Now we get to the best part of the video, because I know some black women gonna get mad if I just name the title of the YouTube video called Sex Game, I Like White Women and Mexican Women That Are Police Officers, and don't even include black women. See, black women like to be included in all my YouTube videos, because if I don't include them, what happens to me when I get on the bus or on the train, they get the roll in their eyes, they take it personal, they start beefing with me, and I got to give some black women some credit. I have met maybe 2 or 3 black women that were actually police officers. The first one was my mother's best friend from 25 years ago. Like 25 years ago, she was a police officer. And I was amazed and fascinated that she could take her weapon out and take it apart, put it back together. Put it together, take it apart. If you ever seen that movie called Rush Hour with Jackie Chan, she did almost the same thing Jackie Chan did in the movie. And she was trying to explain to me that when you do police training, they want you to learn how to put your gun together and take your gun apart, because you may never know when you might have to do that. And that's how you prevent, someone from getting hurt. Like if you are at a family reunion and you forget to take off your safety, little kids like to play with stuff because they think everything's a toy, so that's the purpose of taking it apart. Um, then I saw 2 black women, I think maybe 8 years ago, in Compton, and they were police officers. And I saw one black guy walk up and try to, get the phone number. Of course, he got rejected. But black women are good police officers too. I've seen some black women drive the motorcycles. And I already made a YouTube video telling you I find white women and black women who drive Harley Davidson motorcycles, I find them physically, sexually attractive. So in this YouTube video, it's supposed to be a nice, interesting, compelling video. You shouldn't take what I say in the video 100% literally. If I say something good about white women or Mexican women or black women, you're supposed to be happy because I said something that's positive. If I said something negative, then I could see why you would get the roll in your eyes and being angry and upset. And I'm also going to make another YouTube video that is just going to be just for black women only. And it's going to be called Why I Like Black Women in the South. That will be giving black women 100% credit, because some black women don't like when I make the videos and I include other races. So I'm going to make just one whole entire video just for black women only. And then when we get closer to March or April, somewhere around in there, there's a thing called Women's International Day. And I'm going to make a video for that as well, on why I celebrate women on Women's International Day, what I like about white women, black women, Mexican women, so don't nobody feel left out or they was not included in the video. This video was a video that I was trying to wait until February. Apparently it's not February, it's still January, but they got me working on Friday and Saturday and probably Sunday, and I will not get the chance to make the video, because the way they do my working schedule, it's unpredictable. One minute they got me working late at night. Sometimes they got me coming mid-afternoon. So depending on when they schedule me, you could get that video somewhere in February, because February is going to be Black History Month, and a lot of black women who watch my videos, you got black women that like my videos, and you got black women that hate and despise my videos, and both groups are going to be waiting to see if I actually do what I say I'm going to do. Because I will get some black women that will come up to me and will mouth off to me and say, "Mother, you didn't make the video that you say you was going to make, mother." And then I get all types of hell from the black woman if I don't make the video. So I am going to make the video in February on why I like black women in the South. And that's going to be all devoted to black women only. So don't be rolling your eyes at me on the bus and on the train. And I'm going to make another YouTube video in spring called Stop Taking the Titles of the Videos That I Name Personal. Because what I think is a lot of y'all see the titles of these videos and you think it's always 100% negativity and things of that nature. It's like when you go to the movies and the TV shows, you react negative if they take a TV show from the 70s or the 80s and you react off the title of the name of the television show or of the movie, but you don't actually watch the movie or the television show. It's the same thing with my YouTube videos. I think some people watch 10 or 15 minutes of the video and then they think they know all there is to know about the video. You don't know if I'm saying something positive or negative in the video. Just because you watch 2 or 3 or 4 of my videos, that don't mean you know all there is to know about my videos. You got to watch at least 15 to 25 of my videos before you can come up with an actual conclusion if what I'm saying is positive or negative 100%. I do know for a fact that there's 60% who do not like my videos, and there's 40% that actually like my videos. I speak very logical and intelligent in these videos. Some people like to take certain stuff that I say personal because they think I'm generalizing. The word generalizing means you think of everything absolutely. So this video was to explain why I like white women and Mexican women and black women as police officers. Black women also get in great, fantastic shape. You know, I like the ones that are curvy and tall. The only times I like a black woman that's a cop that's 6 feet tall is if they're a police officer. If they're a sheriff's deputy, that's a plus. If they're curvy and on the heavy side, again, that's a plus. So I'm giving the women respect because we always give the men who are police officers all the respect and the credit, but the police force ain't just all men. You got some women in there. In fact, there might be some Asian. I've seen some Asian women become police officers. It's rare, but it also happens. So I'm trying to give some respect and some credit. If I give you respect and credit, take it as positive. Don't be thinking, oh, great, Alexander made another sex game video. Here he go again talking about sex. Yes, I talk about sex and dating in my YouTube videos. That is for mature, intelligent audience. If you're immature, you shouldn't be watching the video. If you're not from the age of 18 to 50, you shouldn't be watching the video. If you have a hard time understanding the video, that's why I put on the parental guide for it to have sign language to spell out the words so you can understand what I'm saying in the video specifically. See, without it, you'll just see the video and then still get angry and upset. I am going to make that video called Why People React to the Title, the name of a movie, television show, and YouTube videos, because I feel like sometimes when we make these YouTube videos, we tend to have good intentions, and then people like to misconstrue and take words out of context intentionally on purpose because they don't like us, and then spread rumors about people when they ain't got no business spreading no rumors. You'll know when someone is spreading rumors because when you get on the bus or on the train and people have a tendency to get up and move from you, you can tell someone is spreading some rumors. Pay attention to the video. Stop reacting off the name of the title of the video. Actually listen to 10 to 15 minutes of the video and look at least 5 to 10 videos before you just come to the conclusion that that YouTuber is either speaking intelligence, logics, or he just saying a bunch of jibber jabberish and it ain't translating to today's culture. When people panic and overreact, that's not good. because then the YouTuber has to make a second video and the third video trying to explain to the audience where the problem come in. And most of the time, if you're going to look at me on the bus or on the train, instead of rolling your eyes, you should open your mouth and have an intellectual, intelligent conversation and talk about what you don't like in the video and don't like in the video. For an example, if one of my big time favorite YouTubers make a video that I don't like, I'm not just going to sit there if I run into them in person and roll my eyes because that's childish, that's dumb and immature. I'm going to ask them and tell them I don't like what you said in the video because it offends me. So if something offended you, open your mouth and talk intelligent and say, hey, Alexander, I understand you make YouTube videos, but I don't like when you say certain things in the video, or I don't like when you use certain words because they're rude and disrespectful and it offends me and other people. Open your mouth and we'll have an intellectual conversation. We'll sit down and we'll talk about what you liked in the video, what you hate in the video. If you got better ideas or better suggestions, open your mouth and actually say something. Don't stare at me on the bus and on the train, rolling your eyes and not giving me no explanation on why you hate the video. I'm not Charles Xavier from the X-Men that can read people's minds. Open your mouth and say what you don't like about the video. If you think I'm offending you, just say you offended me in the video. Name the title of the video in the comment section and say you said this or you generalizing. And I'll try to explain to you the purpose of why that video was made. And if we can help you, we can help you. If we can't, then we'll just keep talking until we reach the common middle ground. Until next time, peace.